Hi, gang, and hello, everyone who will be watching the recording. I just want to make sure you can see me okay. So I do these moves. You know, it's always hard trying to find the right center. So that way you can get everything squared away. Okay. So I might be moving around just so you can get a better view. And I'm going to make this my picture bigger so you can see. So welcome to the Restore the Core series. In this series, we're going to be working on rebuilding and getting abdominal strength, even if you feel like you already have it. We're also going to be working on some postural movements. If anything doesn't feel right, please omit, and we'll go ahead and get started and begin. So we're going to start seated onto your mat. Make sure mine's straight with your legs about hip distance apart. We'll start with the half roll back. So hands go underneath the knees. You're right onto your sits bones, shoulders away from the ears. Press your big toes down into the mat so you start to feel the inner thighs start to turn on. Take a nice deep breath in, expand the rib cage, grow tall. Exhale, start to nod the chin to chest. Curl the tailbone under like a dog that has been bad and go back maybe 2 to 3 inches. And then inhale, rise back up onto your sits bones of the bony part of your butt. And again, exhale, curl the chin to chest, draw your navel in towards your spine. And inhale, come up. 3 more. Exhale, really press into those big toes, roll back, pull the navel in towards the spine, and come up on the inhale, expand the rib cage. Exhale, curl. Inhale up using those arms. 1 more. Exhale, curl. Stay here. Really press the big toes down. And if you feel like you can go back further, feel free. This is when I want you to take your hands and gently place them onto your thighs and push into your thighs. Chihuahua shakes are welcomed. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. Hands go back under the knees and come right back up. Let's do that 2 more times. And again, take a nice deep breath in, expand the ribs. Exhale, curl the tailbone under and pause. Take your hands, place them onto your thighs. Push into your legs. Really draw the tummy in. 3, 2, 1. Hands back underneath the knees and rise up. Last one. Curl the tailbone under. Draw your abs in. Place your hands. Push. Ooh, Chihuahua shakes. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back up. From here, we'll sit cross-legged just to give you a little bit of reprieve before we get into the fun stuff. We'll now do some 360 breathing. So yeah, I just figured it's easy to face you. Hands go underneath the rib cage here. So take a nice deep breath in and expand the ribs, pressing your ribs into your hands. And then exhale, contract the abs, draw everything in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more. Inhale, expand. Exhale, really pull everything in like you have in a corset. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. Place the hands onto the thighs here. Start to shift your body weight towards the right, forward, left, and around. Just a nice, simple way to open up the hips, but also release some tension in the lower back. Because if your lower back is tight, it's going to make you pull into it, and that's not what we want. We want to try to keep our lower back nice and limber and loose so we can really pull more from our abs. And reverse. Go the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Uncross the legs. We're going to go back to facing this way. And if you are postpartum or you recently had a baby, you want to turn onto your side and then lay down. If not, you just lay down. It will feel fine for you to do that at this point. Okay. From here, press your palms firm into the mat and open up the collarbones here. Extend your right leg out with the knees glued together. You will then exhale, squeeze the knees together for 10. Squeeze more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend your knee back down. Same thing, other side. Really feel those inner thighs pull together. Here we go. Exhale, squeeze the inner thighs together for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch legs. As you do the squeeze, think about pressing the pinky fingers down into the mat, opening up that collarbone. Keep squeezing for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Final one, those inner thighs should feel on fire. And again, squeeze for 10, 9, 8, keep pressing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and place the feet down. From here, have the soles of your feet or the bottom of the feet touch, okay? Place your hands onto your hip bones here and think about lengthening and pressing the tailbone firm into the mat so you have a little bit of anterior tilt of the pelvis, a little bit, or excuse me, posterior tilt of the pelvis. Inhale, open the knees out wide as if you have 2 5-pound weights on each knee. Exhale, slowly bring the knees back together, drawing the abdominals in. So again, you want to keep your rib cage engaged here. Inhale, expand the ribs, open the knees out. Exhale, resist as if you're smashing something together as you close. Inhale, open out, sinking the navel in. Exhale, keep the navel in as you bring the knees back together. Last 2, inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more, inhale, open. And exhale, close. From here, place your hands underneath your glutes or tailbone here, making a diamond with the hands. This helps you keep your collarbone nice and open. Have the feet go flat onto the mat, and if you want, you can go hip distance apart. From here, exhale, lengthen and press your tailbone down and float your right leg to tabletop position. Maintain this and repeat the same thing on the other side. Bring the left leg to tabletop position here. We'll start with some heel taps. So flex the feet. Inhale, bring your right heel down. Maybe it touches the floor, maybe not. Depends on where you are in your journey. Exhale, float it back up. And same thing on the other side. Inhale, left heel down. Exhale, up. The goal here is to keep your tailbone lengthening and reaching towards your heels as you lower one heel down at a time. So it really gets deep into the lower abs without causing too much strain and keeps your lower back nice and lengthened and loose like we talked about earlier. Keep alternating and inhale, the ribs expand. Exhale, the abs contract. Inhale and exhale. One more time, each side. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Keep the legs where they are, but now let's turn the feet out. So heels together, toes apart. Let's exhale, pull the knees in. Maybe you feel a stretch for the lower back. Inhale, push the legs out to a 45. If you need to go higher with the legs, feel free. Exhale, bend, draw your tummy in towards your spine. Inhale, push as if you're doing a leg press. Exhale, bend. Inhale, push. And if having the leg straight bothers your lower back, don't go fully straight. You can keep a soft bend. Last 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knees bent. Take your hands from underneath your bum. Hands go underneath the kneecaps. Turn the feet to parallel. Legs come together. Inhale, extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend. When the legs go straight up, your abs naturally sink in, which is really, really good for restoring the abs. And bend. And 3, 2, and 1. Hold that position here. Let's see if we can flex and point our toes. Again, this also activates the abs as well, especially on the flex. Really try to get those abs pointing in. Good release for the hamstrings too. Last 2 and 1. Good. Now, you can point your toes, and if you need to have a soft bend in the knees to alleviate some lower back tension, feel free. We're going to the 100. Hands go down by your sides. Draw your abs in and begin pumping your arms up and down. Okay? Now, if it feels good for you, feel free to reach the fingers away, float the head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat at the same time, looking at your abdominals. You should be able to swallow freely, and there should be no tension in the neck. If you feel uncomfortable in this position, feel free. You can always put your head down. So here we go with the rhythm of the 100. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to lift my head and chest again. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lay your head down. Pull your knees in towards your chest and sway side to side here. We'll go right into single leg circle from here. So keep your left knee bent, extend the right leg out, and then bring it up towards the ceiling as high as you can. Press the palms down and find a slight turnout with your foot here. We'll do some prep work first. So keeping the turnout to activate the inner thighs. Inhale, lower your right leg down towards the floor. Maybe it touches, maybe not. Exhale, use your lower abs to bring it back up. And again, inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. The entire time you're lowering and lifting your right leg, you have to press through the left foot, primarily the big toe. That's going to help keep your leg stable and keep the inner thigh activated. Last 2. Ooh, I feel that. And 1, keep your right leg up and keep that turnout here. From here, we go into the circle. So you go cross, around, and up. And it can be the letter D. It doesn't have to be a big circle. Go within a range where you can keep both hips pressing into the mat. That's key. And the turnout of your leg or your hip. 1 more. And reverse. Go the other way. Last 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Bend the knee. Pull it in. Ooh, if you haven't done this in a while, those hip flexors might feel it. That is completely normal. Okay? Because you got to think whatever your body's gone through the past few months, it's out of whack. Same thing on the other side. Press your palms into the mat. Draw your navel in. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Find the turnout. We start with the lower lift. Press through the right big toe. As you inhale, lower, maybe the heel touches. Exhale, lower. Abs, lift the leg up, not just the hip flexor. Inhale, lower. Exhale, abs pull you up. If you're starting to feel in that hip flexor too much, don't go as low. You don't have to touch the floor. It's just a suggestion. Last 2. And 1. Hold it up here. Keep that turnout. Circles. Cross first. Go down, around, and up. Only go as wide as you can keep both hip bones pressing into the back of the mat. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Let's reverse. Go the other way. Out, down, cross, and up. Again, keep pressing through your right foot to help keep those hips stable. Last 2. Give me 1 more after this. Oh yeah, we're feeling it. And bend your knee and stretch. From here, we'll go right into the single leg stretch. Okay, so shoulders are away from the ears. You'll take your left hand, place it onto your left ankle. The right hand goes right below the left knee. Okay, from here, pull the right leg in towards your chest a little bit and then extend it out. Again, we'll do some prep work here. Keep the head down to start with. Inhale, lower your right leg down, maybe 5 to 6 inches. Exhale or abs, bring it up. Inhale down, exhale up. Last 2, just to keep everything nice and warm, why not? And 1, keep the right leg up. Add a 45 if you can. If you need to go higher, feel free. Exhale, float the head, neck, and chest up at the same time. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, use your biceps, lift. Inhale, try to straighten the arms as you lower. Exhale, lift everything up at the same time. Inhale, lower. Last one. Exhale, lift up and hold. Switch legs. Place your right hand onto your right ankle. Left hand just below the knee. Lower your head down. And let's lower and lift our left leg. So inhale, lower your left heel. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep going. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lower, abs lift. Last 2. And 1. Now, keep your leg extended. Exhale, lift the head and chest up. Pull your navel into spine. Don't lose it. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, contract those abs. Draw the tummy in. Inhale, relax. Exhale, use those biceps. Lift up. Inhale, relax. And 2, lift up. And relax. On this last one, lift up. Stay up if you can. Let's do the full single leg stretch and switch. Hold it. Are you using your biceps? I hope so. And switch. Hold. Pull from the arms. And switch. Hold. Pull from the arms. And switch. Hold. Pull. Abs are in. And switch. And then switch. And then switch. Final set. Switch. Use those arms. And switch. Lay your head down. Bend your knees. We rest. Shake it out. Okay. We now will do the double leg stretch, but as always, I'm going to give you some prep work first. So hands go onto the thighs. Your knees can be slightly past your hip flexors and allow maybe your feet to just hang down a little bit. Okay. All right. From here, exhale, press into your thigh bones. It's like your hands are pressing to your legs and your legs are pressing to your hands, and relax. Exhale, press. That tailbone starts to lengthen and relax. And exhale, press. Abs are in and relax. 2 more and press and relax. 1 more, press. Hold that connection. Have your ankles come in line with your knees. Maintain this connection. Maybe you can start to press into your legs and lift your head and chest up at the same time. Ooh, I feel that. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, press. Inhale, back down. Last 2. Elbows can be wide when you press to give your shoulders more room. And back down. Try to lead from the shoulders and not the neck. Press. And back down. Now we go into the full double leg stretch here. So pull the knees in. And again, I'll start with my head down and then we'll advance it. Inhale, push the legs out. Arms come near the ears. You don't have to go to a 45, but if you want, you can go lower. Exhale, scoop and bend the knees, touch the ankles here. Inhale, stretch it out. Remember, the rib cage is expanding here. Arms are reaching long. Exhale, abs contract, bring it in. 3 more. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, scoop it in. On these last 2, I'm going to lift my head and chest. Feel free to join me. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, scoop it in. 1 more. Inhale, stretch and hold that position. 3, 2, squeeze those glutes. 1, bend the knees and lay your head down. Shake it out. Okay. Hope your abs are feeling on fire because mine are. All right. We now have the single straight leg stretch or scissor legs here. Really good for stretching the hamstrings, but also core engagement here. Let's start with our left foot down. Hands go at the back of the knee just to keep those hamstrings nice and warm here. Shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Last 2. And 1. Keep those navels pulling in, or your navel pulling in. Reach for your calf muscle if you can. Okay. And then exhale, pull the leg in. Inhale, release some of that tension. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. For more of a hamstring stretch, flex your right foot so you feel the stretch of the hamstring. Last 2. 1, keep your leg pulled in towards you. And then exhale. If it feels good, lift your head and chest up. Bring your nose towards your knee. And then lower your head back down. Exhale, pull the leg towards the face and your face a little bit towards the knee and back down. But it's really about straightening the leg and pulling it in. Exhale and inhale. 1 more. Exhale and inhale. Bend the knee. Let's switch legs. Same thing, other side. Hands go at the back of the left knee. Hip bones are heavy into the mat. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, bend. I just love doing a little bit prep work, especially in this phase of my life, because my body's older and it takes time to warm up now. That's just the truth of it. 1 more time. Keep your leg up, okay? Then from here, reach for the calf muscle if you can. And then using your bicep muscles, exhale, pull it in. Inhale, release. And again, flex your left foot if you want a little bit more hamstring. Exhale and inhale. Last 2. And 1, keep it in. Draw your abs in. Exhale, lift the head and chest up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, pull and lift. Inhale, down. Really press through the heel of your foot if you want that extra hamstring work. Last 1, stay here. Shoulders are away from the ears. Use your arms to pull yourself up higher. Straighten your right leg away from the body, making the letter L. And then we switch legs. Hold and switch. Hold. Eyes are looking at your belly, ideally. Hold and switch. And as you're switching, you're reaching the legs away from your body, getting longer from your hip crease. Last 2. And give me 1 more set. Eyes to the belly. And then bend the knees. And you rest. Ooh, shake it out. We now have the double leg lower lift. So we're then going to place our hands underneath our tailbone today. Okay. And as we progress, and by the end of this series, we might be able to lift our head and chest up and do the real version. We'll see. All right. We start with our legs in tabletop position, knees out wide, heels together, toes apart. So the feet or the hip are externally rotated here. Draw your abs in. Start to prepare yourself. Inhale, expand the rib cage, lower your heels down. Maybe they touch the floor today, maybe not. Exhale, use your abdominals, contract the abs, bring the legs back to tabletop. Inhale, lower from the hip crease. Exhale, pull, lift up. 4 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And 2. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last 1. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Now see if we can bring the knees together, the feet parallel here. Okay, relax the toes. Same concept. Reach the hips away from the body as you inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze the glutes and inner thighs, lift. Notice when the knees are together, it's a little harder. Inhale, reach the legs away to lower. Exhale, navel to spine and lift. Last 4. Inhale, reach away to lower. Exhale, lift. And 2. Inhale, reach to lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more. Inhale, reach to lower. And exhale, abs are in to lift. Go ahead and take your hands from underneath you and go ahead and stretch it out. We'll do a variation of crisscross today. All right. So take your right hand. Oh, did I lose somebody? Oh, she has to hop off. Okay. No worries. All right. So nonetheless, okay, we'll go back. Take your right hand. Place it onto your left thigh bone. Take your left hand, Place it onto your right thigh bone here. Knees can be together or slightly separated. If it's been a while since you had to really engage your core, I would recommend separating the legs. If you're a little bit more advanced in your workout regimen, maybe try with the legs together. Okay, hands go here. You then exhale, press your hands into your legs and your legs into your hands here. Press 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, exhale, press. Shoulders away from the ears, maintain this connection, and relax. 3 more. And press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep pressing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. 1 more. Here we go. Really press for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Go ahead and place your feet down. If it feels appropriate, rock up to a seat. I'm going to turn to my side and press myself up. Okay. So from here, I'm going to be laying onto my side. We're going to go into a side plank here. So proper position for a side plank. Elbow is in line with the shoulder, and the thumb is in line with your elbow here. Okay. Today, my knees are going to be bent, but if you want to go straight leg today, you can. But today, I'm doing knees bent. I'm going to make sure that your hips don't roll back. So how do you do that? Send a little bit more weight to that bottom leg and lean forward just a hair. Hand will start onto the hip. Exhale, lift up, abs are in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Last 3. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. And 2, you might even feel the lat engage, which is what we want. Last 1 and hold. Extend your arm up towards the ceiling. Keep pushing into your forearm to get a higher lift. And then if you'd like to advance it, start to lift your top leg up and then lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last 3, keep pressing. And 2, this isn't your practice, just hold. And 1, and come back down. Let's sit up and go to the other side. Okay, so again, let's set up here. Thumb in line with elbow, elbow in line with shoulder. Okay, and to avoid the hips rotating back, send a little bit more weight to that bottom knee here. All right, hand goes onto the hip. Here we go. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Last 3. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. And 2. And readjust for a sec. And lower. And on this next one, we're going to hold. Press and hold that position. Abs are in. Extend the arm. Here we go. Now we exhale, lift that top leg up. Inhale, lower. Draw those abs in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Feel that burn. Press into that forearm. 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. Lower your hips down. Okay. Now from here, take your arm that you had up in the air. Place it slightly in front of your shoulder. Okay. You're going to take your other hand that you were relying on, and you're going to lay down and you're going to wrap it around your ribs. You're going to kind of simulate a 1-arm push-up. Okay. So palm is nice and flat. You'll then exhale, push up. Inhale, come back down. And there is a slight rotation in your rib cage. Okay. So that's to be expected because it's a little bit of oblique work, but also arm work, as you can see. There you go. Last 4, going for a total of 10. So we got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Hold it. Can you extend your top leg out, back behind you, reaching long? 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee and lower back down. Okay. Before we go to the other side, let's flip onto our abdominals here. All right. Relax the toes. And let's find goalpost arms. So goalpost arms simply mean If the elbows are in line with the shoulders, forehead is down, okay? Thumbs are in line with the temples of your head here, okay? Press both hip bones down to the mat and imagine you have a peanut M&M underneath your belly button. So you're going to think about pressing the peanut bone down gently, but lifting and pulling the abs in. All right? Then from here, inhale, lift your heart and chest up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower. Just give me 4 more here. And inhale. Exhale. 2. Press those hip bones down. And relax. Press up, back into child's pose. And then we'll go to the other side for our 1-arm push-up, and then we'll remain on our abdominals, okay? For some prone work. So remember, I'm going to take my top arm here. I'm going to place it slightly in front. The hand that maybe I would naturally do for a side plank will go underneath and wrap around the ribs to help everything pull in. Knees are stacked. We're going for a total of 10. Here we go. Exhale, push and find that slight rotation. Inhale, return. Exhale, push. Inhale, return. Exhale, push. Inhale, return. Last 4. I lost track, but we're just going to do 4 more. And 3, because when you're in it, it's hard. 2, and 1. And relax. Go ahead and flip onto your abdominals. At this time, I'm going to go deep into some postural work now, as promised. So forehead is down. I'm going to take my glasses off. Hands are down by your sides. For my body today, I'm going to have my legs separated, but for more of a challenge, the legs can be together. Okay. From here, reach the fingertips long, like Superman flying in the wind, and imagine that there's a marble in front of your nose. Roll the marble forward, lift the heart up, and look over the horizon. Exhale, reach the top of your head forward as you lower back down. Keep going. Roll that imaginary marble forward. Lift the heart up high. Reach the fingers long like you're flying. Exhale. Come back down. Last 3. Inhale. Roll the marble forward. Lift up. Reach the fingers long. Exhale. Back down. If doing this right, you'll start to feel a sensation in the middle of your spine. That's your multifidus muscle and your erectus pene activating, which is really good for building and strengthening your posture. And they surround the spinal cord here, or the bones, or the spine bones here. It's hard to think and do at the same time. One more time. And lift up, stretch, and come back down. Okay. So now we're going to bring our arms out to a T. Okay. I'm going to have them hover off of the mat. Forehead is down into your mat as well. So then inhale, bring your arms out to a Y. Exhale to a T. Keep them hovering off the mat. Out to a Y. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Out to a T. I call this my Y-T press here. And 3. Keep those hip bones pressing down. 2. And 1. Keep the Y and hold that position here. This time, float the legs up just 2 inches. Imagine someone's in front of you pulling your fingers away and pulling your toes away. Find that stretch. Reach longer, reach longer, reach longer. It's almost like an X, like a body X here. Then if it feels good, start to lift your head and chest up as you're still reaching your limbs away from your body for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep stretching. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Hands go next to your shoulders. Elbows pull in, knees dig deep, press to lift up, and go back into child's pose. Knees spray apart, big toe mounds touch. Okay, we'll go into a little bit of planking now. So, fingertips are nice and spread. Okay, let's keep the big toe mounds together, but the knees separated out wide. For plank, Let's have the wrist in line with the shoulders. If this doesn't feel good, go a little bit forward here so you have a little bit of room. I'm going to have my arms the width of my mat, so I have a little bit wider base of support today. All right, I'm going to hold my plank by drawing my abs in and zipping up my favorite pair of jeans. Press through the pinky sides of your fingers, okay? Then curl the toes under. Keep your heels glued together. If it feels appropriate in your practice, start to exhale, float the knees up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7. Shoulders away from the ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees down gently. Sit back in the child's pose. We'll go into an exercise called leg pull front. We'll do the modification of it today. Shift your body weight forward, just as you did before. Fingertips are spreading. Really think about spreading the fingers so you stay out of the wrist here, okay? And then even press the tips of your fingers into the mat to help create more space within your hands a little bit. So to shift your body weight forward, shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice deep breath in, expand the ribcage. Exhale, float the knees off, and then shift forward on the inhale. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Last 2, 1. Gently drop the knees down. Sit back in a child's pose, relax the toes, and think about pressing your armpits down into the mat as you reach your fingers along. That's how you get that extra stretch in the lat. 3, 2, and 1. And come on, forward, back. All right, from here, I'm going to come to a kneeling position, and let me grab my glasses. Okay, nice kneeling position for our chest expansion. And I'll go on an angle so you get a better look here. As we progress, we'll probably do this exercise with weights. So again, knees, hips are stacked. Now right now mine are stacked because my abs and everything is relaxed. So I'm going to close my eyes and imagine I'm zipping up my winter coat. And naturally, right, everything starts to come into a better alignment here. That's the positioning you want. If this doesn't feel good for your knees, feel free to do this exercise standing, okay? Arms reach out in front of you and ball up your fists as if you're riding a motorcycle here. We will then inhale, resist, and press the arms back behind your hips. Look towards your right, look towards your left, look center, exhale, float the arms. Inhale, press the arms back, create your own resistance. Look right and hold. Reach your left shoulder away from your body. Look left, reach your right shoulder away from the body. Look center, exhale, float the arms back up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, resist and press back. Look right, reach that left shoulder away. Look left, reach that right shoulder away more. Look center, exhale, float the arms back forward. Final one, inhale, press, open the chest. Look left, zip up those abs. Look right, look center, exhale, return. Still keeping that nice positioning with the glutes. Glutes are active here. We're going to imagine that we're doing a bench press here. So exhale, pull the elbows back. It's like you're squeezing the scapula together. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, press. Inhale, push. And every time you exhale, press or bend, contract the abs more. Inhale, push and release. Exhale, bend. Inhale, push. Last 2. And 1. Hold it here. Turn knuckles up. Inhale, extend the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. 1 more. Bend. Place the hands behind the back. We'll take a micro back bend to finish this practice. Lift the heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, and I'm going into a little bit of yoga, up towards the ceiling, all while keeping your hips pressing forward. Zip the abs. Go as far back as you feel comfortable here today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Okay. That was part 1 of our Restore to Core series. I cannot wait to see you for part 2, 3, and 4. I'm looking forward to your progression, and I hope that you enjoyed the class. Take care.